and welcome to Mod Squad Movie Talk Monday. I'm your host, Harley, as always, joined by the wonderful Felix.
Wonderful. Yo.
Wonderful.
And our guest host tonight is Brandon.
Cheers.
The bartender. What's up, man? Thank you for showing
How's it
up.
going? Absolutely. Glad to be here.
We're going to start our show off with the moment of silence today.
I was just going to say, she was like, looking at that picture, man, she aged well. She was a freaking
Yeah, she did.
classic beauty there, so that's a shame.
Let's go into the movie news. I Am Legend, Akiva Goldsman says upcoming sequel will use alternate ending as a launching point for I Am Legend.
Dude, I didn't even know there was an alternate ending till my buddy told me.
Oh,
And
really?
I went and I looked at it and I liked it. Why did they go with the one with Will Smith character?
It's way better than the ending that they released
Yeah.
in theaters. I remember watching it on like the DVD, like bonus features or whatever,
Yeah.
and I was like, why didn't they go with this one? And it's the one where like Will Smith, his character lives, and so that's yeah. I mean, it definitely
And then
sets
Michael
up
B.
for a
Jordan,
sequel
Michael B.
better.
Jordan's gonna be the kid. Well, not
Yeah,
his son, but the kid he raises. Did you
yeah.
hear the way this came about? Will Smith wouldn't want nothing to do with it, and Michael B. Jordan hit him up and said, he had an idea,
Oh,
kind of
really?
like Saw with Chris Rock, and
Hmm.
he went to them said, "I got this idea." But
Yeah.
yeah, Michael B. Jordan had an idea and went to Will Smith, and it went from there. So
Cool.
I'm kind of liking where Michael B. Jordan's coming with Creed 3 coming up in a couple of weeks. He
Hmm.
directed it, his first directed movie. I remember watching him, and I know I'm going on a little rant here on All My Children. He was Reggie, he was
Oh, yeah.
Erica Kane, and Jackson Montgomery's adopted son.
Yeah.
All My Children, I still remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's awesome. I mean, he's done some great stuff. So, and I liked I Am Legend. So I think it's cool that they're coming back, so many years later with a sequel.
And I didn't get it till my buddy told me as well. He is the actual antagonist in the movie.
The alternate ending for it kind of explains that a little more than
Yeah, that's
than the
what he told
original
me
one.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
When my buddy was telling me about the alternate ending, he was going all into that. And I'm like,
Hmm.
that's deep. That's deep. Why didn't
Yeah.
they do that?
Yeah.
Because they want you to go and buy the movie that has the alternate ending on it.
Yeah, I think a lot of it had to do with just the wrong people making the decisions instead of
Yeah.
the director. So that's what happens when the studio gets too involved.
Yeah, I agree.
Joker 2. First look at Lady Gaga as character with Walking Phoenix.
Yeah, check it out. Happy Valentine's Day. Todd Phillips, the director, he
Hmm.
posted this on his Instagram. It looks like I thought it was Twitter, but I'm digging it, man. And I like that he has the makeup exactly the same as he's going with still with the red nose
Hmm.
and the blue deals. And I think that is the moment where she becomes, Harley, like the Harley that we
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with this one, the Folly Adieu, because they said that it's gonna be like a musical.
Yeah,
Um,
that's one thing I was going to bring up too. I don't know about that, man.
I don't either, but I mean, what's the worst they could do? I mean, really,
That's true.
either you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. But I think Lady Gaga is pretty inspired casting right there for Harley because
Yeah,
I mean she's got some acting chops, and after seeing her in like American Horror Story and stuff, I think she fits the bill pretty well
she
for
did really
this
good
version of Harley.
in the Gucci movie. I forgot what that was
I
called,
didn't
but
watch that one. Yeah,
she did really
House
good
of
in that
Gucci or
one.
whatever.
House of Gucci. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
perfect for this role because
yeah.
it's a different kind of Joker, so it needs a
Hmm.
different kind of Harley to go with that
Right.
Joker, and Lady
Totally
Gaga
agree.
just fits that right there.
And
Yeah, I
also,
agree.
Joaquin Phoenix he's particular about his roles, and I don't think he would have came back if it
Right.
wasn't an awesome script.
Exactly. I was thinking that too. I mean, he's a pretty particular actor, and Yeah, I agree. I don't think if the script wasn't good, I don't think he would have done it. So I've definitely got high hopes for this one.
M. Night Shyamalan signs first look deal with Warner Brothers. Trap next deadline.
Yeah, I'm thinking M Night is back. I know a lot of people did not like the movie he old. Old wasn't well
I
received.
liked Old.
I liked it, yeah.
I liked Old.
And then with the cabin at the end of the woods, so the knock at
Knock at the
World,
Cabin.
yeah. I'm hearing, even though a lot of people didn't like it, it was a decent movie.
I
And
don't think there's a single M. Night Shyamalan movie that hasn't had mixed reviews,
yeah,
honestly. Like,
yeah,
either people love it or they hate it. You're either a fan of M. Night Shyamalan or you're not. And I am. I mean, for the most part, most of his movies I've enjoyed. Not all of them. I still haven't seen Knock at the Cabin. I really want to. I just haven't had
same
time to
here,
That's
see it.
based
same
off a
here.
book too.
Yeah, yeah, and what I've heard, they changed the ending from the book, which I think is probably smart. Otherwise, you're gonna know if you've read the book, you're gonna know how the movie ends. And
Yeah,
M. Night has always been known for his surprise twist
at
endings,
the
so
end,
it
yeah.
makes sense that they would change the ending from the book.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 coming to theaters in September.
You know what? When that first one came out, I remember watching it with my mom and my sister. I drove. They wanted to see a movie. I drove them to this thing, and I'm like, "What am I gonna watch, man?" And I was pleasantly surprised. I was invested in it. I'm not gonna lie; I did not watch. That's the second one. I know they loved it
I'm
and they watched it.
I've actually watched all of them. I'm a huge my
Even the
Big Fat.
TV
And
show as
there's
well.
even
Wasn't
that
it a TV
one,
show?
yeah, and there's that one where she goes to Rome before she actually gets married to him. So there's
There's
like a
even a
spin-off
prequel.
of,
Damn,
yeah. So I'm excited for
I've
this.
never watched any of these movies. That's why I haven't said
dude,
anything.
Well, they're
watch
chick
like
flicks, Brandon.
Yeah,
watch the first one. Like I said, I took my mom and my sister, and I was pleasantly surprised.
yeah.
It was all right. It is a chick flick, like
Oh,
Harley
I have
said,
no
but
problem with chick. I love chick flicks. This is just one that I've never, found myself wanting to watch. But yeah, I'll have to check it out.
The Marvel's release date movie has been pushed back to November.
the Marvels got pushed back. Is that a good
Yeah.
sign, Brandon, or a bad?
So I think it's good in that Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, he said that him and Kevin Feige both have said that they're listening to the fans because a lot of fans have been complaining about the quality of the shows and the movies, especially in Phase Four, not being as on par as the original phases. Um, so I think they're pushing it. I think they're going to start looking at quantity or quality over quantity. It was originally going to be released in July, and they pushed it back to November. I don't know if there's going to be like reshoots or what, but I did see when they made this announcement that they actually bumped up the release of the new Haunted Mansion reboot to fill the spot of the original Marvel's release date. So I
Maybe it
think
has
they're
nothing to
hoping
do
that,
with the Marvels, but it has to do with that they feel that one's a little
yeah,
bit stronger.
exactly. I think they might feel like that one is going to be a stronger summer blockbuster release than the Marvels. I know Captain Marvel herself and the Kamala Khan, uh, Ms. Marvel series weren't as popular as Marvel was hoping for. So it might,
I like Miss Marvel.
yeah, I liked it. I mean, we watched it as a family, and me and the kids and Amber, we really liked it. It had some pacing issues, but I mean, I think the Marvel series, the Disney Plus series, I think they said that they're not going to be releasing them as often. I think they're going to start focusing more on the quality, the CGI, the amount of time that it takes to
Yeah,
do good CGI on these movies. A lot of people were saying that they're pushing them out too fast and they're not completing the CGI well enough.
I
So that
think
could be part of it because
the
the
old
Marvels is going to
CEO.
be a big CGI heavy movie.
Yeah, yeah. I think the old CEO, Bob Chapek, I think his name was.
Hmm.
He he just recently got fired. No matter how you
Yeah,
want to say it, he got fired,
yeah,
and I think Kevin Feige didn't like what his touch on things, and I think that I'm not going to blame him for the quality of Phase Four. They knew Phase Four was going to take a step back, so I'm not blaming him. But there's that too. I don't think Kevin Feige liked working with him, and him and Bob Iger now going to start retuning things as they go.
Yeah. And I think that's smart. I hope they do. I hope they're successful in kind of bringing back some of the spark that we saw in the first 3 phases, especially. Phase 4, was pretty hit and miss. But I hope that this is kind of a turnaround point for Marvel. We'll see.
How to Train Your Dragon live action movie in the works.
A lot of their live actions have been more missed than hit. This one, I think, is going to be, because of the CGI is going to be, as long as the CGI is good, it's going to make this movie, because the movie itself is good.
This is a Universal movie, right? This is so
DreamWorks. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I love How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah,
I have a little Stitch and the dragon from it together as my phone background.
That's awesome. Yeah, my kids loved these movies when they were younger, when they came out. And I know that the guy, like the original director, is involved with this live action one. So it's the same people involved with it. And if they can do like Game of Thrones quality dragons, I think that would be pretty cool. Because I'm all about
version of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly. It would be like a kid's Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And I'm all about it. I love a good dragon movie. Reign of Fire is freaking awesome. So I'm stoked about it.
Let's move on to coming soon. February 20th, The Confessions musical with John Schneider. February 27th, on Netflix, Moondog Murders, A Southern Scandal. And also on Netflix, The Strays. February 24th, Cocaine Bear. And something called Quackers. Also on the 24th, We Got a Ghost on Netflix.
I want to see that. See that. That looks pretty funny.
Yeah, that's one
I didn't even know about it until you shared the trailer a couple weeks back. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Which one do you guys are looking forward to?
Gotta be Cocaine Bear, man. That one,
honestly, I think that's the only one that I'm even familiar with out of that list. Man,
I was looking at the list.
February
earlier,
is in a slump.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not hearing good things about Ant-Man, so.
Well, from what I saw on the trailer for The Strays on Netflix, it kind of looks like an action horror movie, if that makes any sense. So it looks like a movie I'd actually watch because.
Okay.
Wait, you said The Strays?
Yeah, The Strays.
Is that the one with a cat?
No.
That's what I was wondering too. I think that's a different one.
No, this one, the woman and her husband moved to this little town, and she finds there's 2 ghostly figures that come into the town, and they unravel all her lies and all the dirt that she has, and her life starts to unravel.
Okay.
I mean, is she a murderer, or?
It didn't go into details about what she did or what it was. It just said that there was a lot of lies. And
wow, a trailer that didn't give away the ending.
Right.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Speaking of trailers,
Tetris.
It was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. I played for 5 minutes. I still see falling blocks in my dreams. It's poetry, art, and math all working in magical synchronicity. It's the perfect game. Tetris?
Tetris.
Tetris. Tetris.
Tetris.
Tetris.
I don't get it.
It's a combination of Tetra, Greek for 4, and tennis.
Tennis.
The Russian inventor, he likes tennis.
Sneasel. Yeah.
This game isn't just addictive, it stays with you. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Hank, only 10 other people in the world have seen what you're about to see. It's called the Game Boy.
Package it with Tetris.
Can you get us the rights?
The Soviet Union had worldwide rights. Nothing gets out easily. I'm gonna go to Moscow.
You're walking into a country
That still considers America enemy numero uno.
Okie dokie.
You sure you don't have to talk to your wife about this first?
Pioneers have to bet the house to win.
But not literally.
Listen. Have you ever heard our apartment this quiet before?
This is the inventor of Tetris.
Your game is brilliant. I'm gonna make you a millionaire.
Mr. Rogers, have you ever negotiated with the Soviets?
We're here for Tetris.
Вы все здесь только ради денег.
What do you say? I don't speak Russian.
The most powerful man in Communist Party is watching you and your family.
Do you know where your husband is?
What the hell is going on?
The world is changing, and Soviet Union will not be left behind.
You want to play with the big boys? This is how the world works.
Where is my money?
This is insane.
We can't protect you.
Sometimes you gotta forget the rules.
Go, 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 go!
This is criminal. Soviet Union is about to implode. They're lying. Everybody's lying.
Go home! The cavalry is coming.
We don't have time.
I have a plan.
Oh, come on. You guys are the kings of cliffhangers.
Not too bad.
That looks awesome.
Doesn't
I
it?
can't wait for that. It got me really excited with the part where they introduced the Game Boy, because I remember getting the Game Boy when I was a little kid and it having Tetris with it, and I spent
Same here.
hours and hours
That game
playing
was
this
so
game.
addictive.
It's
I
so
think we all
addictive, and this is a perfect movie. Like this is what people need to see. Is who knew how much international intrigue there was
You know what?
around one of the most popular games in the world. You know, that's
I'm
super
not gonna
freaking
lie, I did, and this isn't the full story. I subbed to Discovery Plus, and on the ID part of it, I think it's called the Tetris Murders, and if you haven't seen it, you gotta see it. It really and by watching what we just watched right now, they're leaving the dark side out of it. But the main one that made it was committed suicide.
Oh,
So
he
you gotta see
suicided
it.
himself.
Yeah,
Damn.
his family and himself apparently.
Oh shit.
But this looks awesome. I really want to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Takes me back to my childhood days.
Yeah, yeah. And Taron Egerton, I mean, he's awesome. So, I mean, and Apple TV, I feel like flies under the radar quite a bit for streaming services, but they put out a lot of quality stuff, especially their movies. They've been putting out some good stuff. And Ted Lasso, I mean, it's one of the greatest shows in a long time. So,
Have you seen what is it called? The Servant, I think it is, with M. Night actually.
yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
watched it. I saw that he did a series on there, but I haven't watched it yet. I
The
don't
first
have an
couple
Apple TV
seasons
subscription.
are good, and I don't think they thought it was going to be a hit. So it's
Yeah.
one of those kind of like Lost. The first season, they're like, what do we do now? So
Mm,
I think they're extending it, especially this last season. It's
gotcha.
just they're making shit up just to make a season. But
Mhm.
it's pretty good. I'd watch the first couple seasons for sure.
Hey, Felix, let's talk
What's up?
about those BAM boxes this week.
Adam just announced the new franchises for the box. Here we got them right here. Boom. Daredevil, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Hey Arnold.
Basket Case, Leprechaun 3, and Terrifier 2.
Psychopaths, Black Clover, and Chainsaw Man.
With the plus box being Chainsaw Man. Brandon, what franchise out of the boxes are you excited for?
Out of all three of them, that's tough because I'm really stoked about Hey Arnold. That was one of my favorite cartoons
Yes.
as a kid. But also Basket Case is one I just started
Didn't you
rewatching it.
just watch? Yeah, you
Yeah, I
watched it
just
last
started
night.
rewatching it, And yeah, so that's one that's a classic 80s horror right there. But you know what? Also, I'm pretty excited. I'm not a huge anime guy, but I know a lot of people have been wanting an anime ultra box. So I'm really excited for all of the anime fans out there that they're
Yeah.
finally getting one, and it's a dual signed, which is pretty dope. So that's pretty awesome.
I gotta go with Zack Snyder's Justice League, man. I mean, all of them are great. Like you said, Basket Case. It brought me back. It actually reminded me of we were talking about it in prep. Malignant by James Wan
Yeah,
had the same vibe of it, and it totally reminded me of Basket
yeah,
Case. And then I gotta go with Zack Snyder's Justice League, man. Just because
yeah.
I'm
Nice.
saying, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
Mine's the geek for Hey Arnold.
hey
Right?
Arnold
How
as
cool
well.
is that? I love football head.
I got pajama pants with Hey Arnold
Yeah.
on it and like
Oh,
the
do
whole
you?
90s theme
That's
stuff
Are
awesome.
on
you
it.
wearing them right now?
No, I am not.
Oh, you're fired.
That's it for Mod Squad Movie Talk Monday. For Brandon and Felix, I'm Harley. May the squad be with you.
See ya.